Hey, it's Mazzy here, and welcome back. Nice to see you all. I can see you on the other side of here. Remember when you were a kid? Maybe it's before your time. I see Jimmy and Darla and Romper Room. That's an old thing. Anyway, this is the 2021 holiday Beatles gift guide extravaganza or something like that. I thought I'd pull together all these amazing releases that came out in 2021. Now, a couple of them trickled out in late 2020, and a lot of these were supposed to come out in 2020 because, let's go back in time, 1970, 50th anniversary from 1970 to 2020 of so many things. The Beatles break up, John Lennon's solo album, Paul McCartney's solo album, George Harrison's solo album, 1970. Ringo, let's throw Ringo in there, in there too here. But I thought I'd show some really fun box sets, releases, and a few books that you might consider on your holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa list that you might gift to someone who's very special, who might like the Beatles or the solo Beatles, or for yourself. Put them in your baskets, your wish lists, whatever. And I'm a Beatle collector, so let's just get right into this. So I'm starting out the end of October 2020, John Lennon's birthday. The Lennon estate, spearheaded by Sean and Yoko. Sean worked on this, and they came out with Gimme Some Truth, a box set overview. A lot of people were waiting for the 50th anniversaries of Plastic Ono Band, and then later on would be Imagine. But maybe because of the pandemic or a lot of other reasons, this special comp came out very timely during the pandemic, the end of the pandemic, not even the end, but towards the midst of the pandemic. Give Me Some Truth, something that we in the world need right now. So applauds and my kudos go out to Sean and whoever the team and the Lennon estate came up with this title, Yoko too. Give Me Some Truth. Now, Sean went in the studio and worked on remixes, looking for a more modern remix, bringing the vocals up, bringing the bass up. I think some of the songs work better than others. I did early reviews on these sets. This is the multi-version box set. This would be a beautiful gift for anybody into the Beatles. And obviously you get a large John Lennon poster. And Give Me Some Truth, John Lennon. Little postcard of John Lennon returning the MPE in protest against America's support of Vietnam and cold turkey slipping down the charts. Also, there is a lovely little booklet. Bumper sticker. And a series of art postcards. The box set has some beautiful, sort of almost like monochromatic screened artwork. I love the screening they did on this. I love the typeface, the type treatment. And these are the 4 LPs that come in this set. Give Me Some Truth. Now, this is where it shines. This series, and I think this would be a great gift, and package these threes together. This would be a wonderful gift for anyone. The Give Me Some Truth comp, the Imagine John Lennon, and of course, Plastic Ono Band, one of the greatest solo albums of all time from 1970, John and Yoko, Plastic Ono Band. I'll talk about these in a minute, and those of you who are Beatle fans probably know a lot about them. What's nice about these sets, they all thematically fit together. I'd say one of my criticisms of the Beatle reissues and the remixes of Sgt. Pepper, the White Album, Abbey Road, and Now Let It Be, it's really a mixed up mishmash of sizes, of formats. And I know the aesthetic, the Virgo in me, the organizer in me loves having a library like this, where they all really fit together. What's great about these is this wonderful booklet. Give me some truth. Now, these two box sets. This would be a great companion piece under every tree, next to any menorah on Hanukkah, which is coming up soon this year, early, just in like a week, really? So order up. Or Christmas. Imagine and Plastic Ono Band. What's really wonderful about this, there's 2 Blu-rays and CDs in here, and they have the ultimate mixes. That's the new mixes. Ultimate, subjective, right? I mean, it would have been nice to have the original mix on here as well, but I think out of all the estates, I think Lennon has hit the sweet spot in terms of the curation, in terms of content, in terms of packaging, in terms of price points. These are amazing sets. There's a whole section of element mixes where you hear the progress of these songs, and you hear sometimes a demo version, different arrangement, and up to close to the final piece on this. The Plastic Ono Band is amongst my favorite, this box set. I love how you hear the progress of John Lennon, Klaus Voormann, and Ringo Starr really working on these tracks, and Billy Preston comes in and they flesh them out. John has a great command of what he wants, and it's really interesting hearing this. I wish McCartney and Harrison and All Things Must Pass would have done this a little more in this thing. Of course, every estate has their own direction, has their own image and aesthetic. It would have been nice to tie them together, yet they're individuals, so maybe on the solo series, it's a smart move to do them separately, but I think this format really wins the day in these. Again, we got Blu-ray 1, Blu-ray 2, ultimate mixes, outtakes, demos, album tracks. This also has a jam session where they're jamming old rock and roll tunes, and it also has the Yoko Ono Plastic Ono Band album. On the original album, they just changed position under the tree, and the Yoko album is just a fabulous proto-punk album in my estimation. Of course, with the John Lennon Plastic Ono Band, the 2 LP vinyl version. And this year, a white vinyl edition of Imagine with 1 LP of the remix and 1 LP of alternate takes and demos. Another great suggestion for the holiday gift list are these 2 books. John Lennon and Yoko, Plastic Ono Band, and Imagine, John Yoko. These are separate companion pieces that tell the fuller story of those 2 albums, Imagine and Plastic Ono Band. Beautifully designed, beautifully curated. Look at this, right? Tittenhurst Park. Letters and lyrics. The 2 Virgins session. Isolation. Lyrics of each song on the album. Historic, archival framework of everything. Fantastic volumes. A fantastic archival view of 2 amazing albums by one of the great, pop rock artists of our time, of my time, definitely. 1970, a tumultuous time, 69, 70, 71. John Lennon, Plastic Ono Band, and John Lennon, Imagine. 2 books that would be great gifts for anybody into art and music and photography. So at the end of 2020, now we're talking about 2021 here, the gift guide, but at the end of 2020, McCartney puts out a solo project, McCartney 3, an album that is the 3rd of his Do Everything Paul McCartney records. 1970, he does McCartney. 1980, he does McCartney 2, and 2020, he does McCartney 3. I think Universal and the McCartney people got a little way out of hand doing all these color variations. I think it's an interesting album. You've all seen other people show this album, other channels show it. You know, you either like it or you don't like, but I think there's some really interesting artistic creations in here. I don't think it's totally successful, but you might add it to your gift list if you missed it a year ago. But it really kind of came about and flourished in 2021 since it came out very late in 2020. Then there's these, 2021. It just came out several months ago. McCartney 2 Imagined. A lot of imagination going on here with John Lennon and now Paul McCartney. These are cover versions of all the songs from McCartney 3 that came out last year. We got Beck doing a sort of a remix with McCartney. We got a St. Vincent remix of Women and Wives, Blood Orange remix of Deep Down, Phoebe Bridges' Seize the Day, and an Idris Elba, the actor. The Wire, Luther, doing a remix of Paul McCartney. Different cover variations for the collector, for the obsessive, fun gifts. Might be nice to, give someone the Imagined and McCartney 3 also. That's something to try out. Now, if you're giving a gift to someone you love, someone you really care about, poetry is always a nice gift. Just the lyrics. So Paul McCartney finally put out his book of lyrics. Now, I've collected books of lyrics of Lennon. I have Bob Dylan lyrics. One might ponder about the lyrics of Paul McCartney, by Paul McCartney. Of course, Eleanor Rigby, fabulous. Here, There, Everywhere, fabulous. He's written so many wonderful songs. Now, there are some maybe not so fabulous or so magnificent. However, this brings them all together, and this is a magnificent volume. This is the American edition of the lyrics, Paul McCartney. Now, my copy's not open. Why isn't my copy open? Do I doubt the beauty of these lyrics? No. Do I not want to keep this? No. But because of this, the UK version of the lyric book, instead of that strange green cover, the UK edition sports this beautiful early photograph by Mike McCartney that was used on Chaos on Creation in the backyard, that wonderful Paul McCartney record. Paul McCartney, the lyrics. Paul McCartney, the lyrics. Paul McCartney, the lyrics. So, which would you choose? I haven't decided yet. Do I keep the American one with this green cover? Do I keep or gift this UK version with this beautiful Mike McCartney photograph of Paul? Or do I keep them both? Anyway, if you're interested in the UK, I think your best bet probably is Amazon UK. You can order. It's going to be more expensive than the American edition, but I definitely think one or the other. I prefer this one. Do I keep them both from a collector's point of view? Is that too obsessive, too selfish? Or do I give one away to somebody I love? I have to think about that one. What's my name? Ringo did put out an LP this year. This is What's My Name? Ringo. What's My Name? Mazzy. More of the same, a little fun. He goes back, his reminiscence of everything, better days, thank God for music, send love, spread peace, Ringo Starr. And also on the way, I have his new EP, which, Ringo, he keeps putting this stuff out. He keeps working. He keeps touring when he can. So, Ringo, we love you. Thank you, Ringo. We love you, Ringo. I'd say one of the most anticipated releases, again, that got delayed because of the pandemic, came out in 2020 as All Things Must Pass. My number one favorite Beatles solo album, 2 being Plastic Ono Band. If you watch my Beatles solo rankings, I just spoiled it for you. You can watch that anyway if you haven't. But All Things Must Pass. Various formats, CDs, single, double, triple, box set, vinyl, remix. Again, remixed. The remixes on these I enjoy, but they're not the definitive remixes. I personally like the spectratization. I think it works for the time, and I think my original copy of All Things Must Pass sounds fantastic, and I like it better than the new one. However, having said that, there's some really bright spots in this record, and I'm not going to get into what I like and dislike of the remix, but I think they did a nice job. Slightly different tinted color, cover, which you don't see here. And then this is the sweet spot for me. This is the EMI tape, the demos, the day 1 and day 2 demos he did in the studio, and then the session outtakes and jams on several LPs and several CDs. I just love this. Big fan of All Things Must Pass. I think Danny and the estate and Olivia did a fantastic, noble job. Now with this box, they come in poly sleeves, but you also get the extra original reproduction of the inner sleeve. Empty, because they put them in these beautiful polyline sleeves. So did a really nice packaging job on All Things Must Pass here. A great gift. You could buy the larger set, which I don't have here because I'll show you why in a minute. Now let's talk about the ultimate box set, the ultimate gift set. The Uber box, All Things Must Pass. I did a whole video on this, so I'm not going to get into all the details, but you'll see it here. There's beautiful artwork. There's beautiful books. There's secret compartments. Those 2 records I just showed you, 2 album box sets. The regular 3 LP set, the expanded set. Pirate booty everywhere. Handmade artwork. And a beautiful box of gnomes. The Uber box. So 2021, a lot of Beatles stuff has come out here. A lot catch up from 2020 when we had the pandemic, when things got delayed and people were locked down for a good part of that year. But it's been a treasure trove for Beatle fanatics, Beatle collectors. Now, everybody can't get everything, so pick and choose. But there's some great art pieces. I'm a big fan of the books, as I've said on my channel before. Great music, great outtakes. Not everyone needs every version, every outtake, every demo. Sometimes you just want the basic album. And what's great about it, all these come in a configuration that just gives you the basic album. So in the end, we're talking about Let It Be and Get Back. And I would say this is a special ending to a tumultuous time. It's a sad ending in so many ways when the Beatles split up in 1970, 69 early on when this whole Get Back project started in January was a little tumultuous. When we saw the Let It Be film, we saw a side of the Beatles we hadn't seen before. And we're all looking forward to this Thanksgiving when the 6-hour Peter Jackson re-edit documentary Get Back comes out. 2 hours, 3 sessions on Disney Plus. Now, streaming, give the gift of streaming. Give someone for holiday a Disney Plus, maybe a 1 year or a 6-month gift, or a 1 month, and watch the Get Back documentary. I'm looking forward. I'm going to be watching it starting on Thanksgiving Day this year. But we're going to end up with Get Back. The new issue of Mojo, or one of the recent issues, has a whole article on the book, the music, the whole project, the film. So that's something you might want to check out. In that issue came with this free Fab Gear CD. Not new tracks, but tracks, a lot of Beatle covers. Black Keys doing She Said, Richard Thompson, It Won't Be Long, James Booker, Eleanor Rigby, Judy Collins, Golden Slumbers, Damon and Naomi, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Swamp Dog, Lady Madonna, World Party, Cry Baby Cry. I've heard that. That's wonderful. 13 Floor Elevators, The Word, Joshua Redman, Let It Be, and several others. And it's kind of a fun little comp. And also in this Mojo magazine, suitable for framing, glossy print. All these photographs, some of them are from Ethan Russell, the great photographer, who photographed a lot of the images in the original Let It Be book, and Lennon McCartney, who was at the studio at the time. But this is, again, another companion piece, very much like the two John Lennon books I showed. And this is Get Back. I think they did this sort of instead of doing recreating the book for the album, which I think a lot of us were hoping they would recreate that book. But you got a lovely bound book with dialogue from the Nagra tapes. The Nagra were the tape recorders that recorded for the film, the audio portion. And so there's a lot of great information and fun perusing this with the photographs, the dialogue. Well worth it if you're a Beatle collector. And again, kind of a fun gift for 2021 holiday season. And finally, we come to the end. We come to Get Back and Let It Be. This is the deluxe edition of Let It Be, the CD edition with this beautiful book, beautiful matte finish, slipcase. This, I think, should be under every tree, near every menorah, wherever you gift someone. It's got the CDs, it's got a surround Blu-ray, it's got the original Glenn Johns mix. Go seek out the stories of this set. Watch the documentary. This isn't a historic video and overview like that. This is just a guide of these fun packages that have been released over the last 12 months or so. Let It Be, a new mix of the original album. Then you have the Get Back sessions with some dialogue in between, sandwiched in jams. And remember, when they were working on this, these were songs that some of these songs would appear on Abbey Road. Some of them would be remixed, given to Phil Spector. There's an EP. Now, some say, why the short CD? Well, I think it's because I see it as the vinyl version. That's where the magic is. As much as I love this version, the vinyl has the audible edge. The vinyl has the sonic edge to these. But you can't go wrong with this package. It's beautifully designed, beautifully created. And again, like all the other books, it's got a lovely book, track by track, photographs, tape boxes, essays, the Beatles, Let It Be. And then this is the vinyl box. I'd say the only thing that disappoints me, I like the matte finish of the CD box better than this glossy box. I think it's classier. However, they did a nice job curation. Again, lovely slipcase. Let It Be. You got the original album remix by Giles Martin. You got the outtakes and rehearsals. You got 2 LPs here. A fully recreated cover of what might have been the Glenn Johns remix with this great Angus Bean cover photo recreating the original Manchester Square EMI house from the Please Please Me album cover. You got the EP. Great sounding. And you got another format of the book. So again, I'm a big fan of all these books. I like the artistic and literary editions, the historic references, the historic photographs, historic documents. So in the end, we have Let It Be. We have Get Back. We have the end of the Beatles. Recorded before Abbey Road, released after Abbey Road, released after the Beatles announced their retirement. They're splitting up. A great overview of the end of the Beatles, some powerful stuff on here, some back to basics, some misfires, but some wonderful moments on here. And of course, it's a great Beatle music. So watch that documentary if you get a chance. Give the gift of Disney Plus. Watch it, the Peter Jackson. I'm sure my guess is in the next year or so, it'll come out on a Blu-ray. And wait if you don't want to subscribe, but enjoy the music. Any of these gifts would be a great addition to any Beatle fan, any collection from any Beatle fan. Thanks again for watching. Mazzy loves you. What's my name?